Ogre Crush Challenge on Nightmare Hardcore this time. It's a fairly simple challenge. If you've got an apprentice, it's very easy. Also, it can also be done with Squire Towers. The harpoons and walls are. It's a pretty simple challenge. It's really straightforward. Just kill ogres, which is really easy, provided you don't get stumped. Two little magic barriers here. Their health really doesn't matter, considering that ogres are stupid and they won't focus them. They'll be too worried about the towers that's just going to be destroying them. Put a deadly strike there and a magic missile there on both sides. And being that only one ogre spawns from the very front on the first wave, you don't really have to worry about the back here too much, but you're going to have extra mana. You might as well go ahead and get it ready. Which I like to put a magic barrier here on both sides. Then we're going to go back up here. We're going to go ahead and get the barriers up for the other sides as well. Like I said, it's not really important to make sure you get the towers up real fast on the first wave. You've already got the first wave taken care of with just what we put up front at the start. This here is just getting ready for the next wave, basically. I'm gonna go ahead and step down here a little bit just so we can collect the mana from the ogres. See, ogres are kind of hard pressed to survive that right there. Kind of ridiculous. I'm doing this right now with about 1,000 stats on the apprentice. Not really required to be that high. I think the first time I did this I was around 750, 800 on Nightmare Hardcore. And see what we're going to do here is instead of put a deadly strike here, a fire tower. We're going to go on the other side and do the exact same thing. He's coming out of the back this wave either. Okay, yeah, they're not. Yeah, I've had pretty much a 100% success rate with this build so far. It's pretty simple. Reward out of here, not great, but it ain't bad either. It's a monk weapon. It's a nice starter mythic monk weapon. So I'll go ahead and get this started here. Same as last wave, we got the ogre in the front. Notice he's not hitting the barriers. It's because ogre's aggro on the thing that does the most damage to him. Really the only walls that cause aggro to the ogres is going to be the spike blockade from the squires. That's why a lot of people use EV walls and mage walls instead, because ogres don't hit them, because they don't do any damage, thus they cause no aggro. And now that we're going to have more ogres coming out each door, go ahead and put up some extra towers here on the sides. Just a single magic missile tower on each side. We've also got one ogre coming out of each door in the back. What you're going to want to do there is put up a let me see here. Put up here. We'll go to the back here. We'll put up a deadly strike and a fire tower. Just a deadly strike and a fire tower should cover both sides. Just, well, a set on each side, actually. I think I screwed this tower up. There we go. And see, I've got extra DU, so what I can do is I can go ahead and put a magic missile tower here as well, just for extra buffer in case. Shouldn't be necessary. just upgrade them. I like to start upgrades here in the middle. Let's upgrade each one time. Notice the walls did take a little bit of damage. That's because the ogres come out and they throw poison right before they do anything else. Before they're even in range of the turrets to start hitting them, they've already thrown a poison bolt and done a little bit of damage to the wall, but they're not actually attacking the wall. Which in this case, they're doing the exact same thing to the towers. But like I said, you're going to be consistently upgrading them. It's only like 4 waves of total challenge. Just as long as you're upgrading them as you go, you're not going to have any issues of a tower falling. The main reason I like this challenge here is because I like the noise the ogres make when they die. One thing to note on the apprentice that you're going to want to focus for, not so much tower health, but tower attack rate and tower damage, because the attack rate makes the deadly strike towers shoot once per second, which basically, once they're fully upgraded, it's like 100, I think it's like 117, 118,000 DPS, which that's how much they do per shot, and they're capped at 1 second shots. Even on a buff beam, they're capped at 1 second per shot, or 1 shot per second. They can't go any higher than that. Granted, on a buff beam, they do roughly 225,000 per shot. I've had mine up to 475,000 per shot, but that's with monk buff as well. It's not something that's always readily available unless you have a monk. Basically, just once you get the build down, you just keep repairing everything. Sometimes they break out, so most of the time they don't. If that happens, kill them. Simple enough. I mean, you should have a decent pet. Pets can be a pain to get, but I'll be showing you later on how to do Misty Mire Survival. If you want to check that out, it'll probably be a few weeks before you get it out. But we'll have that up, showing you the build for Misty Mire Nightmare Horde Mixed Mode Survival. Build with current stats goes up to wave 23. Haven't tried with my newer stats, but yeah, that's the challenge. Easy peasy. Like I said, the reward is a decent starter mythic monk weapon. All right, and that's it for this video, and I'll have the next challenge out probably in a few days. If you liked the video, just hit the like button and subscribe. See you next time.